This is Kelso Sturgeon. Welcome to another day at my College of Advanced Sports Handicapping. Have a lot to talk about today. Going to cover tonight's game, Utah State at BYU, and speak a bit about handicapping college football at this point of the season for Saturday, and also for the NFL on Sunday. Changes are being made, and they're basically all hidden from public view. I'll show you what to watch for. I'm kicking off this week tonight with a 50-unit play on the Utah State BYU game. It's on ESPN. You can watch every minute of it, watch your money work for you. Now, the betting line on this game is a little bit suspicious, but you've got to understand this is a tremendous rivalry in the state of Utah, and both these teams will attempt to fire their best shot in this game. I've got this one figured out, and that's why I'm releasing it as a 50-unit play. You can get this game on this site right now or toll-free at 1-800-755-2255. I do take all major credit cards. Once again, kick off the weekend tonight with this 50-unit play on the nationally televised ESPN game, Utah State at BYU. Now, also later on this video, I'm releasing another free college play for Saturday. I think it'll win just as easily as did last week's SMU play, 42-0 over Memphis. And when I say I think it'll win just as easily, I mean exactly that. So please stay tuned for a few more minutes, and I'll give you that free blowout winner for Saturday. Now, this is a giant weekend for me. First of all, I kick off my traditional Oktoberfest program, a giant big game program that runs through the entire month of October. It begins today with a 100-unit blowout play, my Oktoberfest blowout college game of the year. You can win that game on this site. Your best bet, though, is to study on this site what you get in the big Oktoberfest package. Sign up for the entire thing. The Oktoberfest package includes everything, including my 200-unit college game of the year, and my 200-unit NFL game of the year. Both will occur in October. They're included in a program that includes several more 100-unit winners, several more 50-unit winners. It's big-time winning at the right price. Sign up for Oktoberfest on this site or toll-free at 1-800-755-2255. Again, all major credit cards are accepted. Now, on Sunday, I'm releasing my Oktoberfest parlay. It's a 75-unit NFL parlay. I won it for 4 straight years, 25 units on both sides, and a 25-unit parlay. It is a bookie buster from the get-go. I intend to sweep again this Sunday. Also on Sunday, another 50-unit NFL game of the week. I got all the cash last week with the Ravens 37-0. I beg your pardon, 37-7 over the St. Louis Rams, and I believe that Sunday's game will win just as easily as that. My Best Bets Club program, and by the way, my Best Bets Club 13-3 over the past 2 weeks, absolutely on fire. My Best Bet Club package, which sells for just $15 per day or $1.99 for the entire season, will be highlighted by the nationally televised Saturday night game that finds Nebraska making its Big Ten debut at Wisconsin. The number on this one makes it tough if you just look at the figures, but if you look a little deeper, the winner stands out in this one. So once again, go 3-0 Saturday with my Best Bets Club plays, 13-3 over the past 2 weeks. Available on this site and toll-free at 1-800-755-2255. Now, once again, remember, stay tuned for that blowout college winner for Saturday. Also, just a reminder, I will be back here the first thing Saturday morning with a rundown on Saturday's games, looking at some of the big games in a bit of detail, and then coming right back Sunday with another report on the NFL, doing exactly the same thing. Maybe in these things you can find an edge or two that'll put you over the top and make you a winner. Be sure to return and watch these videos. Up first thing Saturday, first thing Sunday. Now, we've reached a point in the college football season where, number one, what you see is what you get, with a certain caveat. You know, I've always taken the position that probably 90 of the 120 Division I college football teams start the season on an equal basis. By this I mean, let's take a team like Middle Tennessee. Middle Tennessee just got beat by Purdue in the opening game of the season, and they were at their best, and they were equal with almost every team in the country at that point. But, you know, after 4 games into the season, the teams that were equal in the beginning are no longer equal. In fact, they've probably fired their best shot already, and now are in some state of decline. The difference between the real powerhouse college football teams and the rest of the college teams is the fact that the lesser teams don't have the depth to go the distance. I mean, they can play 1, 2, 3, 4 games, and then attrition sets in, injuries hit them, certain situations compromise them, and they break down in direct relationship to the number of injuries to starters that they have. So, you know, you've got to start to pay attention to the injury lists on these lesser football teams, because very few of them will get any better. Most of them will get worse from this point on. By the same token, the LSUs, the Wisconsins, the Oklahomas, the Alabamas, they will only get stronger. They'll get stronger because no matter what happens, they just plug in a new player at whatever position it might be, including quarterback, and they just keep right on marching. So what you have in the college season is most of the teams starting to decline a little bit, and the strong teams getting stronger and stronger. Just keep it in mind as you handicap, and make certain to check those injury lists, because they're important. And when you see a team that's got 2 or 3 starters out for this game or out for the season or whatever, you can take it to the bank that their decline has started. Now let's take a look at the NFL. We have preconceived notions at the beginning of every NFL season as to which teams are going to be good, which teams are going to be so-so, and which teams are simply going to be terrible. There's several observations that I would make. You know, like Kansas City is a mystery to me. They started off the season as poorly as they possibly could, then they took San Diego State to the money last Sunday before losing. Hard to understand. And by the way, San Diego State hasn't covered in a single, I beg your pardon, San Diego has not covered in a single game this season. Then you've got the upstart Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. You know, they truly look for real. You know, I looked at both of these teams, and they do everything right, and they look like real solid football teams. Just keep it in mind, because at the beginning of the season, some people thought Oakland might be all right. I can promise you that there was a reason that Buffalo was a 300-to-1 shot to win the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season. We're seeing these rookie quarterbacks coming in. We're watching defenses catch up with them. That doesn't mean they're bad. That just means they're going to have to up their game, read defenses better, and they probably can't do it. It's a very, very difficult task. Everybody knows everybody at this point of the NFL season. They know their weaknesses and their strengths, and they know how to take away those strengths and exploit those weaknesses. So in the colleges, pay attention to injury reports, especially on the 80 or 90 teams that are just there, decent teams, average teams, but not great teams, because they're on the downside right now. The strong teams are getting better. And in the NFL, what you see is what you get. Like to make one more observation that I missed. You know, in watching the Pittsburgh Steelers last week in that 23-20 win at Indianapolis, you know, I'm not so sure that the Steelers are going anywhere this season, even though they are held in high esteem by odds makers and by the media. Pay attention, watch what's happening, look into the details. You'll win because of it. Now, my free game for this Saturday, I'm taking Middle Tennessee State minus the 22 or 23 over that same Memphis team that we beat 42-0 last week. My free blowout winner Saturday, Middle Tennessee State over Memphis, and I do believe that Middle Tennessee State, despite its record, will beat Memphis just as badly as did SMU. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, coming right back here Saturday morning and then right back Sunday morning with new reports. Be sure and tune in. Meantime, have a good one.